be honest.
Nothing really stood out to me.
Maybe you should ask that.
Yeah, I am asking. That's why I asked it.
Are we recording?
We are recording. Mate, I'm already on top of it. That's why I'm prompting you. Come on, mate.
Go again.
You let me do my job, I'll let you do your job.
It is Greatest Bakery. Under the shed. How's up? Good morning.
How are we?
Fantastic. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
How's the market going?
Good, yeah, we're pretty fast paced obviously at this price point, as you probably know.
Yep.
So, but yeah, seeing some good activity and good results, but you know, we're hopefully starting to see a bit more stock come to market, I think, in the last.
Is it a lot easier to get stock come through now?
Yeah, I think.
Given there's a bit of momentum coming up.
Yeah, definitely, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of you know, a lot of sellers are starting to get, or vendors are getting into that spring sort of mindset as well.
And I think it's a lot easier for you too because you're seeing buy appetite coming back
100%, yeah.
compared to last year
Yeah,
or the
to
year
build,
before.
to build the confidence with the seller. So,
Yep.
yeah, exactly right.
Cool, we'll go in, we'll have a look.
Have a wander. Yeah, any questions?
This is full of asbestos. Now, traditionally, when you're buying these houses, with the minimum rental standards, all your windows needs to have a lock on there. You had much interest on it? Or?
We've had look, we've had pretty solid numbers
Yep.
through. It's a smaller home
Yep.
as well, and we understand there's probably still a bit of work for some people. So
Any issues with the building and pests coming out?
nothing
No.
that I've been told verbally.
Yep.
So
See missing.
yes, the split system, that's a win.
More so for rental, rental
course.
compliance.
Yeah.
The only shit part, as you would know, is these windows when you need to put locks on them.
Yeah.
Like, how have you guys, I mean, probably more so property managers
Yeah.
question, but how do you guys normally manage that? Do you just get someone in to come and change and put a lock on there?
Yeah, pretty well. Like I think we use a compliance. Well, because my understanding is that's still lockable.
I would say so too,
Yeah.
but
Or, I like,
how do you...
And I've rented, or I've sold properties that have rented that have had similar locks.
Yep.
I don't think there's been dramas, but I'd best put you in touch with our BDM.
Yeah, I think it presents it presents very well in comparison to that type of house. Alright,
Nice to see you, my
good to
friend.
see you in
Nice to meet
person.
you. You too.
Likewise, we'll be in
Take
touch.
care,
See ya.
guys. Have a good one.
Nice to meet you.
See you later.
What do you reckon? Very typical of houses of this type in Bendigo. Checking stumps of timber, trying to check condition of stumps.
Overall,
8 out of 10. Property presents well, tidy, roof's been done, paint's been done, carpet's been done. What else do you want more? Can we find better? Absolutely yes. Tired, tin roofs rusting, beige paint, timber frames need a good standing paint just to bring it back to how this beautiful house is looking. But the one thing that we'll look at is proximity to major roads, secondary arterial roads, highways, and unfortunately we are on a very busy main street into Bendigo, being High Street. Is it a go or is it a no-go? Let's come along, let's go have a look. So typically one of the bigger maintenance costs when it comes to these period homes, or these weatherboard homes out in Bendigo with Ballarat, the roof line. It's very common to see ordered metal tin roof, and with a metal tin roof sheet, you obviously have the rust from the weathering of the rain. So it's quite important to understand what the roof looks like, because that is obviously, as you can understand from an investor point of view, is a big maintenance cost. It's not a value add cost, it's a cost that needs to be allocated to your ongoing maintenance, because at one point in time throughout your investment journey of holding the asset, you will have to change your roof. But what we're liking here, nice little miner's cottage, well done, paint's there, classic colours, keeping it nice and tidy. White, a bit of a feature door, colour painted off, You can see how the seasonal plants are picking up a little bit of colour into there. That's obviously, whether you like it or not, starting and allowing that house to shine a little bit. Let's go in, let's have a walk and see how we go through.
How you going?
Very well.
Buyers, have you?
Yeah, I've got a few buyers
Yeah.
here, myself looking.
Yep.
So yeah, it's what's not to love about this home.
So do you think you'd have someone for this type of property?
Potentially.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Yeah, potentially. Are we within that price range at the moment?
535
yeah.
55 on this
Yeah.
one.
Have they been living in it themselves? Or
Airbnb.
how's the Airbnb been for this one?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
It's very well done. And I'm assuming the furniture and all of that was for Airbnb.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you reckon out of 10? So why it's not a 10? We're next to the main thoroughfare road, High Street, to get into Bendigo. So unfortunately, as great as the home has been redone, it's a 9 out of 10 from me. Let's go, let's have a look at another one. What are we liking here? Functional kitchen. When I look into a house, just vibe check. And I think it's particularly quite nice when you've got lived homes. So you really get to test function over style and pretty home. Because obviously from a styling perspective, furniture is cherry picked to make the rooms look a lot larger. Your dining table is often chosen to make your space look a lot larger too. But again, we're looking at this space here. We can see it's quite well performing. You've got a 6-seater or even 8-seater dining table working quite well. You've got the kitchens functioning there. So it's all a lived home, and that's what we want to make sure that it's working. Probably what I'm not liking here is that back part of the room is quite dark, and again probably doesn't help that the choice of paint on the walls is just toning it and making that room a lot darker than it could potentially be. But let's face it, that's an easy fix. Trip to Bunnings, choice of whites are ample to make the change. So again, yeah, just looking at this, if we're turning the lights off as a bit of a check, it's a very dark room, right? We're in 10 a.m.-ish at the moment. Shades open, lack of natural light does not make that room nice, airy, bright. Particularly something that I'm not liking.
Any fixes for that?
Skylight. But particularly on this side, total opposite. Much nicer, brighter room. But again, one of the downfalls of this room, you're looking straight into the neighbour's deck. So lack of privacy for both parts is not the greatest. Yeah.
250 people working.
I'm a renovator, flipper, architect. I've got a couple in Bendigo myself.
Yeah.
Now I do projects with clients.
I'm finding Airbnb
Yeah.
operators are looking at this
Mm-hmm.
because it's so close to the outgoing,
Yep.
it's so close to Roslyn Park, cafes.
Architectural home, light, airy, architectural finishes. And I think it's quite interesting because on Strathdale is a great pocket. It has a high IISAD score, and when we're driving through the streets of Strathdale, you can definitely see that more premium finished look. And it's validated by the type of houses that we're seeing down here. Heated floors, hydronic heating for the floors. Smart, discreet tap. Nice open pantry. Don't know what you think about this. Very industrial look, very different. But again, at the end of the day, we've got a cavity slider pocket here. If you want to save a little bit on an architectural home like that, this is a place where you'd put a little bit more of a rawness, a cheaper. Again, that's a full stainless steel slab. Probably not as cheap as many would think. Plenty of storage space. Vendor statement. We'll typically look out for dollar amount. So total amount of rates, taxes, charges, any default notices, building permits, what is connected, what is not connected to the land. A couple of questions. How do the windows and blinds, are they all automated,
They
I'm
are
assuming?
automated here.
Yep.
Up and down.
Yep. Is the house still under warranty? Yep. How long does it have to go?
Probably about 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Yep. Hydronic heating?
Yes.
How does that work? Again, I'm asking you very functional questions
Yeah,
here because I'm going to have to relay that back. Here is, you've got the cross ventilation coming through, and that's why these vents open up there. So in summer, to circulate air through, the doors open, this goes through. Correct. It just allows that cross ventilation to circulate air through. And just looking by how everything's sited on your block it's very much thoughtful of how, because warm air rises, right? So it rises through and it escapes across. Exactly. What a beautiful pocket. And this is what a socio-economic score of 6 looks like. So we've obviously been in a very well-kept street, Elwood Drive in Strathdale, very much well-preserved property, kept street. Conversations with the agent, every second house is a doctor, a dentist, a healthcare working professional. This pocket particularly is well sought after the medical profession, being quite close to Bendigo Health. I think it's really important to understand your demographic, the owner profile, who's wanting to buy and why they're wanting to buy in certain pockets, certain streets. Because at the end of the day, as investors, you want to be making sure that the owner-occupier appeal is absolutely here when you're ready to on-sell your investment. Best house of today, if I had to pick in terms of value extraction, starting on number 1 would be the house we saw on High Street, where I see the value is potentially in the Airbnb business and all the short-term letting. My second would be Booth Street, where equally I'm potentially seeing value is, it's an old cottage, and very much often your miners cottages type of housing stock has a lot of ongoing maintenance that you've got to do with it by nature of the age and feel of a property. So this property there has new carpet, new paint, has the AC to the living room, and has the upgraded electrical switchboard. It has the 2 most expensive elements that you need to do as an investor, part of the minimum VIC rental compliance. Heating to the living room is a tick at Booth Street. Electrical upgrade to your switchboard has been done, which is another tick. Where we're seeing value there is you're buying an investment grade property ready to go without you having to dig into your pockets to make it rental compliant. That's on number 2. Number 3 is potentially an off-market that has been presented to us in Kangaroo Flat with the option of a value add of converting 3-bed into a 4-bed, spotted by the beautiful Jaden. And that's it.